I'm James Chow, host of the China Current.
And I'm Laura de Belgique, contributing editor.
Even before the pandemic, our global society has long been hit by poverty, hunger, and climate change. But the arrival of a new virus and the damage it's caused has made us aware that we can't live the way we once did.
It's also made us more conscious of our weaknesses and our duty to the planet we share. As the world invests in a post-COVID recovery, we need to make sure that the core of our response is green and sustainable. China, with its 1.4 billion people, is central to this story.
It's the world's biggest greenhouse gas emitter, but it's taking serious steps to transform its approach to the environment. Mary Robinson, Chair of the Elders, told the China Current last year that she's encouraged the country to be even more ambitious in its actions.
We've all witnessed China's effort to become cleaner and greener. I still remember the Beijing Olympics in 2008, when factories were shut down to clear away the air pollution. On the night of the opening ceremony and throughout the Olympics and Paralympics, deep blue skies were everywhere to be seen.
Closing down heavy industries and coal mines is an obvious and much-needed solution to reduce air pollution, but it's also a short-term fix. The longer-term gain is to address the root of the problem by investing in green infrastructure, particularly in urban centers.
According to the World Bank, by 2030, 1 billion people in China will be living in cities. So what are we doing to prepare ourselves for that trend? Take, for example, vertical gardens, buildings made of living plants. These gardens help offset the carbon footprint of both people and fuel emissions, and it's gaining in popularity in China and worldwide.
2 years ago, Stefano Boeri, the Italian architect who designed a vertical forest in Milan, began work on the Nanjing Green Towers, a first for Asia. Its 2 towers in the Chinese city of Nanjing not only helps regenerate local biodiversity, but also is designed to absorb 25 tons of carbon dioxide a year and produce 60 kilos of oxygen each day.
Mr. Boeri is not stopping there. Later this year, he'll break ground on the world's first forest city in Liuzhou, a mid-sized city also in China, in the southern province of Guangxi. The forest city will be home to 30,000 people who will live amongst a landscape of 40,000 trees and 1 million plants. Together, this wealth of nature will absorb 10,000 tons of carbon dioxide and 57 tons of pollutants.
The forest city will be self-sufficient, helping to lower air temperatures, improve local air quality, create noise barriers, generate habitats, and build biodiversity in the region. The whole city will run on renewable energy, especially solar and geothermal. If this works, it could have a huge impact. Liuzhou is a pilot for a series of mini-sustainable cities that could become a template for future urban centers in China. A second project is planned for Shijiazhuang, an industrial hub outside Beijing and one of the most polluted in the world. Forest cities and vertical gardens are just a few of many ideas for sustainable living.
With the Winter Games in Beijing in 2022, China, with the International Olympic Committee, is trying to make the event as green as possible. But there's another opportunity before them. China, with other countries like India and the US, will meet for a major summit that seeks a global green recovery from the pandemic. And maybe the outcomes of this meeting will reset the world towards something better.
I am James Chow. You're watching the China Current. Follow us on social media @the China Current.